The NFL draft rumors are getting more wild the closer we get to draft night. It's so crazy what we've been hearing about number 1 running back prospect Ashton Jeanty. He went from number 10 to the Chicago Bears to number 6 to the Las Vegas Raiders to the Bears trading up to number 5 for him to the Jacksonville Jaguars at number 5. As of the beginning of me making this video, that's where the bottle has stopped as the first couple of rounds take place tomorrow. It's still Lion season, so there's a lot that we're going to hear that isn't true, but we don't know what. The latest rumors about the Raiders have them taking tackle Armand Membou at number 6 overall. If the Raiders can or just don't get Jeanty, I'd be very happy to have Membou come on board. Membou would be a hit on that offensive line. A few videos ago, I talked about sacks being up in the NFL these days because defensive linemen are way ahead of offensive linemen right now. Their freak athleticism has them running right past offensive linemen. We have edge rushers like Myles Garrett at 6'4", 270 pounds running a 4.6 40 with 35-inch long arms in the league. There are also guys like Micah Parsons at 6'3", 250 pounds running a 4.3 940. Then there's Nick Bosa, Danielle Hunter, TJ Watt, Max Crosby, too many to name. They're all built differently with different weights, strengths, and speeds, but they're all freak athletes in their own right. There aren't nearly as many freak athlete offensive linemen in the NFL. Now you see why sacks have gone up. Tackles Trent Williams, Tristan Wirfs, and Colt Miller are among the few freak athlete offensive linemen that are 320 pounds and over that can run a 40 in under 5 seconds. It takes a freak to stop a freak, so the NFL needs more freaks on the offensive line to compete. So Membou coming in at 6'4", 330 pounds running a 4.9 140 must be considered. He's very comparable to Williams and Wirfs, who are a little over 6'4" and 300 pounds, with Williams running a 4.8 140 and Wirfs at 4.85. Miller's a little taller at 6'8" and ran a 4.91. They're all over 30 inches in the vertical leap too. This is what I mean by it takes a freak to stop a freak. Those tackles are huge men that need to have quick feet to be able to accelerate their mass to keep themselves between those edge rushers and their quarterback. Along with that freak athleticism, they need to be skilled and or technically sound, and Membou is. He has a quick kick slide to get him deep for his pass sets and can change directions quickly to respond to the counter moves he'll see in the NFL. He has independent hand usage, a strong hand punch, every skill he needs to be a great tackle in the NFL. He does need to bend his knees a little more and do a better job of anchoring though. Then there's one more thing. Can Membou overcome his short 33.5-inch long arms? Some can. One guy that comes to mind is Rashawn Slater. Miller, Williams, and Wirfs are at the standard 34 inches. If Membou can't overcome his arm length disadvantage as a tackle, he'll be a great guard. Interior defensive lineman have flown past interior offensive linemen too. Aaron Donald is retired, but there are still some interior defensive linemen in the NFL with freak athleticism wreaking havoc. Tampa Bay Buccaneers nose tackle Vita Vea at 6'4", 350 pounds ran a 5.1 140. There's no 40 time for Philadelphia Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter, but at 6'3", 320 pounds, he's a freak. His teammate nose tackle Jordan Davis is a real athletic freak. At 6'6", 340 pounds, he ran a 4.7 840. Again, you need a freak athlete to keep up with these freak athletes. Therefore, it would still be worth it for the Raiders to have Membou at guard if that's how it works out. Yes, it would still be worth having Membou at guard as a first-round pick. The Kansas City Chiefs have 6'6", 310-pound, 5-flat 40 running freak Chris Jones in the division. Anyone that could block a guy like that is worth a first-round pick. The Raiders picked Gene Upshaw to block Chiefs defensive tackle Buck Buchanan in round 1 back in the day, and you know how that worked out. Membou would have some competition at right tackle if the Raiders get him. Colt Miller's one of the freak athletes to tackle in the NFL, and he's the Raiders' left tackle. I know the extension drama's here, but I think it'll work itself out. The beginning of last season wasn't pretty for him because he was out of shape due to a shoulder surgery he had in the offseason, but once he got back to form, he was lights out. In the Raiders' first 4 games, Miller gave up 6 sacks and only gave up 1 more sack the rest of the season. Miller's only 29 too, so I don't see the logic in bringing Membou in and letting Miller go. The Raiders' offensive line should have Miller at left tackle, Alex Cappa at left guard, Jackson Powers-Johnson at center, then it gets muddy. DJ Glaze, Thayer Munford, who was hurt last year, and Membou would compete for the right tackle job. If Munford wins, both Glaze and Membou would take the 2 guard spots. If Glaze wins, Membou goes to right guard and Munford is a backup. If Membou wins, Glaze goes to right guard. He was in the mix to play guard last year, but Munford's injury put him in there at right tackle. Munford was an All-American guard in college, so you never know what happens there. Well, right now it doesn't look like the Raiders are going to get running back Ashton Jeanty at number 6 overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. That is, of course, depending on who you're listening to. Most draft rumors are false, but some are true, so you never know. But if the Raiders really are going to go with Membou at number 6 overall, I'm okay with that. He's a freak athlete that you need to keep up with today's freak athlete defensive lineman. And what I like about him is if he doesn't work out at tackle, he'll work out great at guard. Tackle should work out for him, but if it doesn't, guard definitely will, and he won't be a bust. Thank you for watching. See you next time.